was my sad face of intro. I think it was. I've got this thing. I've had it for a while and I feel like my head keeps leaning more one way than the other. So I thought before I go on, I must make sure my head's straight. So I put up on the big screen to line my head up straight. And I think I was still doing that while you guys came on. So, yeah, I'm sorry for you to see what I do just before I go on live. Okay, so we got some hellos to say first of all today. So we have a hello for Glitter World. Shirley, thank you so much for being here. For Steve and Tina Jewel playing in the snow, thank you for being here. And for Blue, who's popping in and out. So this is hello to all of you. So yes, a big hello to all of them. And don't forget, check out all of their channels. So yes, do go and check out all of their channels. And starting today with, let me see, what should we start today with? I think we will start with, oh, it's way down the list, way down. Let's begin with this today. So I won't say grabbing it, I'm just getting it from here. And this is my embroidery, my first ever proper embroidery. And I have done a bit more. I was quite pleased with the little bit I managed to do. Since last time, I've just done the stem and the leaves, the green stem and leaves. There, that's the newest bit. And for anyone who hasn't caught up to date with it, that's where we've got so far. I couldn't do some the other day. We've had rain, so it's been a bit dark, and I can't do it by artificial light. So I normally sit in the sun lounge and do it when it's a nice bright day. So I couldn't do any. So what I decided to do was sit down and work out what type of stitches I'm going to use for the rest of it. Now, our friends that are on Steve Jewell has explained to me about the saddle and the spring not being in the right place. So what I've thought of doing, Steve, is there's a website on the box that this came in, and I'm going to contact them and say what are their suggestions for putting it right. So I haven't done that as yet. It's on my whiteboard here to remind me to do it at some point next week, and I will email them, because even if I traced it and put the bits of the drawing in the right place, I feel there's going to be lines wrong after I've stitched it. There's going to be odd bits. Now, if it's a washable one, you're supposed to be able to wash the print off. I don't think this is a washable one. This is just what they call a stamp design. So either if I do it right on top, like sort of trace the right bits, turn them around, move them, whatever, so the drawing is moved to the right places, I'm going to have the old bits left behind. So I'm going to put that to the company, see if I get a response. I mean, even if I got a freebie, another bit of embroidery, something, but I'm going to say I'm absolutely gutted. It's my first ever bit and I don't want it to look wrong when it's done. What is their suggestion? I've obviously done a lot of it so far, so I need it right. And let's see what they say. So that is my idea for that. And also what I've been doing is I've been doing that because I'm new to embroidery and I don't know the names of all the stitches. I've written down, it's only scrap for a minute, but I'm going to write it out properly. All the parts of the bike and the flowers and that, and what stitches I've used. So for my own reference, I can then look at it and think, oh, that worked well, that bit didn't work well, that bit will look good on something else in the future in embroidery. So I'm writing down the stitches to each part. I'm doing, as I say, I'm just out to scrap at the moment as I go because I change my mind sometimes. So for example, the new bit I've just done, the green leaves on the stem. The stem is bullion, I know that. And the green leaves are, it's not chain stitch, it's done differently. It's called heavy chain stitch, but it is actually done differently to chain stitch. And I think it's going okay for my first one. Obviously, some professional will have things to say about it. And I even think the back's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty neat, is it not? For a beginner, leaves went a bit wrong because the loops didn't pull through, which I didn't realise till afterwards. I know you should check all the time what's going on. I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. Considering all the disabilities I have, a lot of people in my situation wouldn't even attempt embroidery. I can't believe how slow all the plastics on the floor have gone. I can't believe how slow it is to do embroidery, and obviously doubly slow for me. Let's see. Blue saying hello to everyone. Steve saying hello back. Oh, Blue says that's lovely, hon. Oh, bless you. You're so encouraging, Blue. Steve says, still got to fix the saddle. Yes, definitely. As I say, I don't know if it's possible for you to email me with a picture of how it should be, if you hand draw something and just draw it quite basically. So I want to know. I did look at what you said, but I'm still not sure about the rest of it. I still think, oh, let's take out the plastic, probably can't see it properly like that. I still think the actual saddle itself, the picture of the saddle is backwards, because to me the front bit of the saddle looks like where you sit your bottom. So I think that's backwards. If I've got right from you, the spring, reading what you said, because you know I literally wrote it down, the spring should come up from this bit. Oh, hold on, sorry. Up, oh, stop it, Dawn. Up from this bit. Oh, stop it. Oh, this bit. This bit here, I'm thinking you mean the spring should come up from this bit to the saddle. Is that correct? Then I'm not sure what happens at the back of the saddle. So I'm still a little bit concerned. Yes, it does look backwards. Yes, I wonder, is it that whole section has actually been printed backwards? Would that be right? That whole section is printed backwards. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, if you could maybe just do me a hand drawing or something, email it, something like that. Who says, yeah, it's just the saddle that's backwards. The rest is correct. Right, Steve seemed to think, I haven't got the bit of paper that Steve said last time, he seemed to think the spring was in the wrong place. So I'm still not 100% sure, but I thought anyway, I'll just email them and say my friend who is heavily into bikes basically said that section is wrong. Even if it is just a case of being backwards, if I traced it all, because you could do that, trace it all, then turn your tracing paper upside down, rub on it, and the pencil mark go down, then there would be extra bits still of the printed pattern. So I'm a little confused. But as I say, I think now going forward, I will just email them. It's not an email, it's a website, but I could probably find out the email from that. Lou says spring is pretty close from what I can see of bikes of that type. Yeah, it all just seems odd. As I say, I think that whole top section is inverted, I would say. Steve said, the spring at the bottom end should be attached to the seat post. The spring at the bottom end should be attached to the seat post. Yep. Blue says you could do a little bit of white as a filler. Mike said that, Blue, to cover up the extra lines, but I wondered if you would see like stitching because it wouldn't be flat. Mike actually said to me, do that. I said, I think you'd just see there was white stitching. I know that would be the best solution. I was wondering, I first thought Tipp-Ex, but then I thought, what about very thin white model paint? Because that would be flatter than stitching. Hey, Ashley's Allotment Adventures in the house. Hello, Ashley. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And here's a big hello to you, my friend. Hello to Ashley's Allotment Adventures. Do go and check out his channel if you haven't been there before. We're just solving issues at the moment, Ashley, with my embroidery that seems to be slightly printed wrong by the manufacturer. The saddle, we talk about the saddle, that area, the spring and the attachment, that section. Let's see. Let me write down what Steve's saying, because by the time I come off the live, I've completely forgotten what you say. Let me write that down. Do excuse the loony. Waity. What's the first bit? Let's put what Steve said before, the spring, because it takes me time to digest it. The spring at the bottom end. At the bottom end should be attached. Hopefully, it should be attached to the seat post. Okay, and then Blue saying you could do a little bit of white as a filler, cover up the extra lines. Ashley saying the best spring is Slinky. They can walk downstairs. Please saying hi to Ashley. Steve says the seat post. I'm going to be an expert on bike saddles and their situation. The seat post goes in line. In line with the tube down. The down tube. Down tube, Dawn. The down tube. Blue says you could do stitching round the picture. So it looks like it's meant to be there. It's what I would do. Could almost do, I see what you're saying now. You could almost do like cross stitch almost all round. So like a background almost of white, basically. That would take me some time though. Do I want to do that? No, I want them to fix it. I want them to fix it. But it's what Blue would do, so that is always the best solution. If Blue gives advice, I recommend you follow Blue's advice. That probably would be the best look overall. It's just, if I could be bothered. Do you have my email? I don't know. Let me give you my email. I'll put it here. I hope you're in a position where you can get it. There it is. It'd just be easier for me visually. As you see, I have to write down what you say and then I can absorb it at my leisure. Silly me. He could be worse. Blue said it's on her about sections. Is it? Is it? Thanks, Blue. Welcome, mate. Welcome, mate. Blue has more advice. You can use a long stitch. Oh, yes, rather than cross stitch. That's true. It won't take as long. That's what they use mostly to create the Bayeux tapestry. Oh, let me tell you guys, Blue did my quiz and she got 100% on my quiz. Yes, she did. And she got a clap for it. Not the clap. She got a clap for it on my channel. And you know, I don't often hand out my claps on my channel. You've got to amaze me. Yes, long stitch. Yes, indeed. Well done, Blue. Yes, Blue, you need to, I don't know if you do, but check out Stephen Tina Jules' community post page. They're always throwing quizzes up there. And there was one today, I saw it. I don't do them, but I do go and visit and do a thumb. If I comment on them, I put something silly normally. So it wasn't a clap, no. I have to watch my pronunciation as well. Okay, so I think we're done on craft update. Let's go on to, I'm completely in the wrong place again. Let's go on to this. Okay, so I'm currently doing a new little thing on whatever day it is, Wednesdays, and it's little puzzles. Now, they can be completely different types of puzzles, something for you to ponder over, and then I'll give the answer out later in the live. I may well repeat it if people come on later. So today's thing to ponder on, are you good at relationships? Can you work out relationships? Let me tell you this. A family consists of two of the people are mothers, two are daughters, one grandmother and one granddaughter. How many are in the family? But remember, one person isn't always only one thing. So I'll say again, the family. The family consists of, in those people, two are mothers, two are daughters, one is a grandmother, and one is a granddaughter. How many are in that family? Do you want it one more go? Two are mothers, two are daughters, one is a grandmother, and one is a granddaughter. So I just want to know, how many people are there? How many people are in that family? Gosh, the chat's gone crazy while I've been away. Well done, Blue. Got that one. As long as it, oh yes, I read that one. Ashley, lots of clapping for Blue. There we go. Virtual clapping, Blue. Blue says 3. Steve and Tina say 2. Okay, I'll leave it a while because if you're like me, you need time to work that out. I will come back to that. Remind me if I forget. I have got on my board of what I'm doing today. So as long as I don't misread in anything, we should be okay. So we've done that. Boom. It's the easiest way now. Then I'll wipe it off with my finger, off my whiteboard, make a line through it. Done. Okay. There's Stu Tourist. Good day, my friend. Hope today finds you well. Stop in quickly while I'm working. You just missed my puzzle. You just missed my puzzle. Blue saying, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Thanks, Blue. I can't see on StreamYard thumbs up. So I would just hope people remember. Okay, let's go on to another fairly new section on Wednesdays. And I've been writing poetry. As you know, it has to be rhyming poetry. For me, that is poetry with a skill, indeed. So here is a little rhyming poem that I have made that I like to simply call What's the Answer? I love that. I wouldn't have known how to spell that, Blue, but that's really good. Excellent. You just want to know if you got it right. Patience is a virtue. Hang on. I'm on my poetry. So I've come up with a really stunning title for this bit of poetry, and it's called Our Pets. I really thought long and hard about that title. And it goes like this. Dogs and cats, pigs and sheep. These are all types of pets we keep. Parrots, budgies, canaries too. Many other pets, these are just a few. Guinea pigs, rabbits, rats and mice, hamsters, snakes, fish are quite nice. For the best pets to keep at home, whatever they are, you're not alone. Your best friends and company too. Tell me your pet names or new pets to you. Yes. Yes. So what are your pet names? I know Ashley has a new cat. I know this. New pet names. New pet names, old pet names. What are your pet names? Now, my first pet when I was a child was a cat called Suki. Was Suki first? Yes, Suki was first. And then we had a pet cat as a child, and that was Tammy. Steve and Tina's dog's Rover. I know Rover. I love Rover. Then we weren't allowed pets for a long time. Finally, my big sister was in senior school, and you know this where you take a pet home thing. She got a gerbil. So we had a couple of gerbils. And then when I moved out, I had 2 Yorkshire Terriers, which you can see the whole series of them from pups onwards on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. They've got their own playlist, Pip and Paws with the dogs. And then I bred from both of them. So we kept some of the puppies. And as you well know, here I have 4 cats. I have Pebbles, Fossil, Mr. Colin Waffles, and the long thought out name, Kit. So the first 2 are girls, the second 2 are boys. Blue says, I don't have a pet anymore, although I do have a Tanny, and I think he counts. True. Now, they also say, what is your porn name? And there's different ways of doing it, but the way I've always done it is your first name is the name of your first ever pet, and your surname as your porn name is the first word or first main word of your address where you first lived. So, for example, I lived when I was first born in Connaught Crescent, and so therefore my first pet was Suki, so my porn name would be Suki Connaught. What's yours? So take your first ever pet name as your first name, and then the surname is the first main part of the road you lived in. What's a Tanny? Well, I don't think we can really explain what a Tanny is. Let's just say, in joke here, think of a man called Tony, and he's like that. Tanny is Blue's partner. Tanny is Blue's partner. Blue's name is Polly Galway. That's cool. Do you know what that sounds more like some sort of Cockney or something like that. A Tanny is my partner. Constantly have to clean up after him and smack him on the nose with a rolled up newspaper. Oh dear, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. Oh dear. So what's everyone else's name? Or tell me your pet names. I think Ashley's new cat is called Gizmo. I think it's Gizmo. There's loads of shorts on Gizmo, so go and check those out as well. I'm assuming this is Steve, Bonnie Nicole, or Nicole, Bonnie Nicole. That sounds a bit Scottish there. It's quite fun, isn't it? Quite fun. There are other ways of doing it, but I think that's pretty cool. Works out quite good there. Absolutely. Okay, so that leads me on very nicely to this. So Q&A time. Why does it lead me on nicely to that? I don't know. Oh, because I talk about my childhood. So let's go. Question of the day. We were talking about, yes, that was it. Our pets. We're talking about our pets. That was it. If you could have any pet at all, it doesn't have to be a real type of pet. What pet would you have? So you could have an animal that isn't normally a pet. If you could have any animal, what would you choose to be your pet? And don't worry about, oh, you'd have to keep it in a cage and that would be cruel. Don't worry about that sort of side of thing. Just what you would like, any animal you would really like as a pet. What would I like? I just like big fluffy things, something I would say like Kit. Kit is fluffy. He's independent, but he comes to you, jumps up, cuddles you. So I'm quite happy with that. Stephen Tina, grandma, who is that person you cook and clean for? Answer, your granddad. Oh dear. Yeah, so something independent. I would say Kit's pretty good because you don't even have to come back at night to feed cats for one night. They're okay. Yeah, I'm quite happy really with my cats. I love dogs. I would have had dogs again. Mike loves dogs. He would have had dogs again. But for our lifestyle, if we want to just go out or whatever, we did think we might sort of travel around the island more and go out sort of a long day or even stay overnight somewhere and come back. So the dog wasn't practical. Plus, there's a lot of dogs around anyway in Cyprus. All the farmers have dogs. So I wouldn't be happy with another dog in an area where other dogs might come in and try and get to your dog, that kind of thing. So that's really that. Yes. No more pets after River, says Stephen Tina Jewel. No more pets after River. Okay, let's go on to... Blue wants a piggy. I love Vietnamese potbelly pigs. I like micro pigs. Coonies are quite popular now, so that would be okay. I wouldn't like to look after a pig, but I do love pigs very much. Stephen T said Rover. Yeah, no more pets after Rover. Yes, I misread that as well, didn't I? You know, I know Rover. Okay, so on to our 70s childhood. And today I want to talk about, I was thinking about this the other day, clothes. What are the iconic clothes of the 70s? And it depends on your age as to what clothes you're going to come up with. So I will share my thoughts while you're thinking. Obviously flares for me, and jeans, flared jeans particularly. The more flary, the more they were 70s jeans and trousers. Flared, says Stephen Tina. My mum made me, I had red trousers because you had bright colour trousers, like, what were they? Not corduroy, although corduroy was in. I don't know. Trousers, like jean material. So I had red trousers, and when they got too narrow for me, she cut the side of the legs. She put in tartan for me and on the hem, because obviously they were too short as I got bigger. And she made them for me as Bay City roller trousers, which I loved. I wasn't even in high school then. I must be in the last year of junior school or middle school. So I must have been like 10. And she did that, and the material that was left of the tartan, she made me a tartan scarf, and I had a tartan, like a E-by gum flat cap, but tartan. Sorry to not insult people there. And a Bay City Roller t-shirt, and my outfit was complete. Of course, the high shoes, the not wedges. Mine had a heel, like separate to the shoe, not wedges all filled in. I had those as well. Ooh, Hot Pants says Stephen Tina. Blue says my mum used to dress me in smock sundresses. Oh yes, I had a big puff one. It was like all elasticated. It was a top, all elasticated body, and then it was cut not low but like square, not up the top but like lower, square, and then big puff sleeves, really puff sleeves, and they kind of came up, so the top at the front was there, and then the sleeves kind of came up, so the sleeves were higher than the top of the blouse. It was a white elasticated blouse. Yeah, definitely. What else? Obviously, leg warmers and all those kind of things, and leotards where they were like muscle men leotards and a t-shirt underneath, so all the keep fit wear. Shell suits didn't come till much later, so they weren't in then. Tank top jumper, says Stephen Tina. What else was 70s? Well, obviously the colours, whatever you had was like very definite colours. Boys seemed to just have lots of dark browns. I definitely had hot pants as a child. Cap sleeve vest. Oh yeah, cap sleeve t-shirts, and you always had to have your name printed on them. Yeah, like t-shirt printing was quite big. Oh, anything with that big yellow smiley face. The big yellow smiley face. Did he have a name? Smiley? Was he called Smiley? What else? 70s. Just the whole style of dresses was very bizarre. There was more girls. I don't know, Blue did or not. She said sundresses a lot. Really, girls didn't have trousers. Younger girls, like pre-teenagers, would still be in dresses. It was quite rare for that sort of age girl to have trousers. Where are we? Blue says my dad used to have safari suits. Oh gosh, yes. Steve said I had muscles back then. Oh, I know what else, like the sun hats that were like, like the fisherman hats. I don't know what you call them. Like desert army men wear. I don't know what you call those sort of sun hats. Like fisherman hats. I've got one, but I've put all flowers embroidered on mine. Like I got given some little embroidery flowers, and I've sewn those all over the air holes, the ventilation holes, because they went rusty. Legionnaires hats, says Blue. Yeah, and didn't people used to wear a lot more like hats for style then? I think just like to finish off your outfit, you had some goofy type hat. Oh, I know what else. Patches. Didn't everyone like patches on their jackets and their jeans particularly? Patches. Oh yes, patches everywhere. And you had the American peace symbol. That was a popular one. And again, this yellow smiley face thing was quite popular. What else? 70s. Smock tops. Smock tops were a big thing. That's when trousers came in for teenagers. And yes, smock tops. My mum never wore trousers. Never in her whole life has she worn trousers. No, never. What else? 70s. I think people started wearing a lot more t-shirts and, like, just as I say, logos and sayings. I do like a t-shirt with a funny saying or clever, like clever sayings. Lots of clever sayings. Yes. Okay, let's go back to our little puzzle. Shall we do our little puzzle answer? Yes. Where's my little intro for the puzzle pig? Okay, so the question was, one person isn't always only one thing. So if a family consists of two of the people are mothers, two of the people are daughters, one is a grandmother and one is a granddaughter, how many actual people are there in that family? And the answer is, one of them is a grandmother and is also a mother, therefore. Her daughter, who is also a mother, and her granddaughter. And Stephen Tina said 2 people, Blue said 3 people. So there we go with Blue yet again. 2 out of 2, Blue. So well done to Blue. 2 out of 2. Yay, says Blue. Yay. Okay, let's go on to two. Do you think I've got too many things on my lineup? I have to count them again at some point. Count how many things I've got whizzing at the side there. Well done to Blue from Stephen Tina. Let's go on to, what was I looking for? Oh, H. See, I do have them lettered. Okay, so I'd like to share a channel with you. I don't know if I can remember how to screen share with you. I haven't done it for a while. I must keep doing these things or I'll forget how to do it. Let's see. I think we can do it. Yes, I think I've done it. Got no idea because I'm not on your page now. Yeah. Yeah, my mic's actually still on, so I don't know what I did there. Basically, I was saying do go and check out her channel because she's quite new. She's only got, I think it was 5 videos I've just pulled up, and go and help her along. I think she's 200 something views. So do go and check her out and let her know you saw her channel here. Her first video is, as I said, I think she's only got 5 or 6 videos. She's actually starting from absolute scratch. So that's what I like to watch when you've got people starting from scratch. Okay, so let's go on finally to this. We're playing Outburst again. And this is where I pull up a card with the subject on, and then we try and answer the questions. And there are 10 to get, 10 answers that you've got to try and match that the card says. But of course, you don't know the 10 that are going to be on the card until after we've played. And I don't know either, because the reason this is red is this is the cards, and you can't really read it until you put it in here, which I do when we've played the question. So let's play the first one. Let me come on to the comments so I can see what you're doing. Can you hear me fine now, Blue? The microphone was open all the time. I think maybe because I went on a different page, that's possible. I'll get the hang of it one day. Okay, so the first one is life something. So you've got to put something after that. Now, it could be more than one word. It doesn't have to be one word. Life something. If I can find the, oh, here it is. Couldn't find the timer. So I'll turn the timer over. Blue says, Tanya's on his way, got to go. Thank you so much for being here, Blue. You're so appreciated, as you know. So let's go. Life something. Life. Ooh. Life. Oh, I can't think of anything. Can you think of anything? Life. Lifeline. 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 Life boy. Life boy. If you're watching this back later, of course you can play along. You can shout your answers out the screen and see if you get any that we don't get. If you do, put them in the comments later. Lifeline, life boy. Life. Life is just what you make it. That's a song. Life is just what you make it. Life. Ooh, it's hard. Are you finding it hard? Life. Gosh, there's 10 on the list. I've only got 3. I've done 3. Life. Is there sayings? Life. Life sentence. Life sentence. Life sentence. I've got 4. Ooh, I got one. Lifeboat. 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 Life. Oh, what's those mints? Isn't there like a strong mint? Are they called life something? Lifesaver? Lifesaver? Lifesaver. Gosh, there's 10. What else? Life story. Life story. Life story. Life. Life story. Oh, this is a hard one. Life. Time's up. Shall we look at the answers? Let's see what the answers are. I struggle with this to read these. Okay. First one is lifeboat. I got that. Lifeguard. Oh, life insurance. Lifelong. Life of Riley. I'd never have got that one. Life boy. I got that one. Life size. I didn't get that. Lifetime. Life sentence. I got that one. And life. Don't talk to me about life. Oh, must be a phrase in a film or something. I don't know. Okay, what's the time? Let's do another one. I've got time for a couple today. Let's see. Next one. I have to be careful because some of these are very, very lined up with a particular country or something. So I want it that everyone can play. So obviously I do watch those. Okay. Oh, here's one. Energy sources. Energy sources. Have we done that one before? I can't remember. Okay, timer's up. Time has started. Energy sources. What can you think of? Energy sources. Wood. Solar. Hydro, like water hydro system. Coal. Gas. Electric. Energy sources. What like when like human power, if you pedal or walk and you turn like a belt, what's that called? Manpower, I guess. Manpower. Is that what it's called? Manpower. What else have I said? Electric, coal, gas. What's the actual title? Energy sources. Sun, obviously, then. Wind. Hydraulics. Can that? Yes, that could be, couldn't it? Could it be? Could it be? Pedal power, obviously. Energy sources. I'm picking hard ones today. I think we've got them all. Energy sources. Obviously, you've got solar batteries, lithium batteries, batteries in general. Steam. That's a good one, Dawn. Steam. One more. Let's think of one more. One more. There's going to be something simple I've forgotten. Energy sources. Said water, didn't I? Water. Oh, what's like nasty? What's that nasty? The power, the nasty power. Oh, what's it called? Where they have the big factories and they make the I can't think of the word. If it's there, I go, oh yeah, that. But the nasty thing. Nasty thing. Okay, it says the sun. What's that say? Gas, steam, waves. Waves is water, is it not? Food. Oh yes, should have got that. Wind, got that. Electromagnetism. Didn't get that one. Gravity. Ooh. Nuclear. That's it. Nuclear. I meant nuclear. They got nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. Fission? Don't know that one. Okay, let's do one more before I go. And, oh, this is a good one. Nervous habits. How many can you think of that will be on the card? There's 10 on the card. Can you get all 10? So let's go. What can you think of? Nervous habits. Saying biting your fingernails. Oh, drumming your fingers. Twitching. Nervous habits. Tucking your hair behind your ear. Did I say twitching? Fiddling with things, just in general, fiddling. Twisting your hair. Oh, what else? Nervous habits. Oh, blinking, like eye ticks, blinking. Licking your lips. Lipping. That should be a new phrase for it. Lipping is when you lick your lips. Lipping. Oh, I said it again. Licking your lips. Nervous habits. Just got back, was getting a coffee. We're doing nervous habits. Nervous habits. How many can you think of? Nervous habits. Nervous habits. Just twiddling. Whistling. Yes. Whistling. Can I think of anything else? Nervous habits. Picking your skin, says Stephen Tina. Picking your skin. I would say lying, because some people lie because they're caught out and they get nervous, so they just make up lies, like reasons, excuses, or lies. So saying lies. Rubbing your chin, says Stephen Tina. Rubbing your chin. What else? Nervous habits. I would say, like when people are shy, nervous, they maybe hide. I wonder if that would be there by like getting too deep into it now. Let's see. Let's have a look at the answers. Scratching your butt, says Steve. Let's look. So we've got nail biting, knuckle cracking, toe tapping, finger drumming, teeth grinding, smoking. Oh, of course. Sweating. We didn't get that. Nose picking, coin jingling, and fidgeting. Whoa. Okay, one more. Oh, this might be hard. Slang terms of the 60s. I don't know, but let's go with it. Turn the timer over. Slang terms of the 60s. Well, I can do Cockney. So oi mate. I don't know. Slang term. Hippie. Oh, what about groovy man? I think that did come from the 60s. It went into the 70s. Groovy man. Right, we're on the way. So yeah, hippie stuff too. Hippie. Get down with it. I'm making things up now. That's groovy man. Cool. Oh, that's a good one. Cool, says Stephen Tina. That's excellent. Cool. 60s. Oh no, I can do 70s because I could do all the adverts like that's Trophy Man from Cresta. Oh, I wonder if there were any advert slogans that caught on like that. Oh, that might be a way to think. But what was advertised in the 60s? Martini was 70s, Babycham. Well, that might have been in the 60s and carried through to the 70s. I don't know what the slogan was of that, though. Oh, this is hard. While we're thinking, I'm going to do my little game where when we don't know answers, I scroll back through the chat. Oh, weed, says Steve. I'm going to scroll back through the chat and pretend something you've put in the chat previously is an answer to this question. So let's see. Let's have fun with that. Slang terms of the 60s. This could be really fun sometimes. Sometimes it's really, really good. Really good. Okay. So slang term of the 60s. Blue said, "That's lovely, hun." A slang term of the 60s, Steve and Tina put, "Still got to fix that saddle." That's really cool. That could be a really good saying. Still got to fix that saddle. That's cool. Slang term of the 60s, back in the chat, Steve and Tina said, "Yes, it looks backwards." That's so funny. Oh dear. Let's see. What else can we use? Slang terms of the 60s. Blue says, "Welcome, mate." Oh, this is a good one. This really does work. Slang term of the 60s. Blue says, "As long as it wasn't the clap." And that works so well. Oh dear. That is great. That one works the best. Oh dear. Slang term of the 60s. Steve and Tina said, "What's a tanny?" Slang term of the 60s. Steve and Tina said, "Flared." Flared. Oh dear. So some of it really does work really well. That's amazing. Slang term of the 60s. Steve and Tina say, "Scratching your butt." Steve and Tina truly say, "Ganja." And "free love." Excellent. Yeah, it's got to be all those lovey hippie type stuff. You're right. Oh, I have to tell Blue that was so funny. Okay, let's look at the answers. So, slang terms of the 60s. Oh, it's hard to say. It really is. What does that say? Oh, number one is groovy. Groovy. Cool. Steve and Tina got cool. Right on. Yes. Out of sight. What's that say? Turn out. Turn out. Turn on. Turn on. Man. What's that say? Boss. Oh, is everyone boss? Laid back. Fat chat. I've never heard of that. Fat chat. And uptight. Uptight. Oh, there were some good ones there. I think we like Blue's answer, as long as it's not the clap. That is best answer so far. Best answer. Very good. Okay, I'm going to finish there for today. I'm going to finish there and join me again Friday on my other channel live, which is a completely different time to these ones. And if you can't make that, then I'm back again on Monday on this channel and again Wednesday. So thank you so much for being here. Always fun. Really brings me out myself, and I just look forward to it. As soon as I see names in there, I know we're going to have a really fun episode. And as always, I really want to thank all those, and I do mean all those, there's many of you who watch this back after the live, and I appreciate you just as much as those that are in the live. So it's really good. Fun time, says Tina. Steve and Tina Joel. Fun time. Certainly is. And you guys help make it so. So thank you so much for that. And I appreciate you all. And see you next time. Bye for now.